Prismatic Evolutions is in the perfect position to become one of the most valuable modern Pokemon sets. I mean, right now, Prismatic Evolutions is just sold out everywhere you look, and with so many newcomers entering the hobby, it's looking as if it's going to be one of the most difficult products to score on release at a reasonable price. However, there are a few new solutions for this, which I will unpack within this video. However, if you're new here, I just wanted to say hi and welcome. I'm Phil, and I run this Pokemon investing and collecting YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe to stay up to date with Pokemon collecting content, and it's always awesome to see new faces on board, so I'd love you to join the channel. Now, with Prismatic Evolutions, a lot of newcomers are wondering why is this set so hot right now, and what's making it so hard to find, and I'm going to explain all those details in just a second. Though if you are looking to score some Prismatic Evolutions and you want to be notified immediately when it releases, there is a tool for this, which actually brings me to the sponsor of today's video, which is PokeNotify. PokeNotify is a paid Discord service that notifies users when a Pokemon restock happens. PokeNotify alerts its users the moment a restock or price drop happens, so you're the first to know. I mean, I think it's all a shared experience that we have when we're subscribed to a bunch of wishlist notifications and they all end up in our junk folder. PokeNotify completely fixes that issue. So if you're trying to score some of the most in-demand Pokemon sets, by joining PokeNotify, you'll be alerted as soon as the stock is available to ensure you can get the product immediately. The best part is there is a 3-day free trial to test it out, and if you use my affiliate code, you'll actually be able to get 25% off from your first month. All the details of PokeNotify can be found within the description of this video. Now, as I said, there are reasons why Prismatic Evolutions is so hard to find, though throughout the video, I'm also going to be explaining where I think the prices of some of these cards will go. Righto, so this set is just doing wild things. I mean, right now, I'm already on the Pokemon Center's website, and as of today, I can already see it's unavailable for pre-order. This is a pretty big deal, man. The fact that it's not even released yet. Now, what's also kind of a little bit disappointing about this, it's not like, oh, we're a month out and it's unavailable. This has been unavailable literally since 10 hours after the stock got placed on the Pokemon Center. And this was even a few months ago, or whatever it was, 5-6 weeks ago when it came out. That is showing you how in demand this set is. I think people are all going from Evolving Skies. Now, if you don't know why Prismatic Evolutions is so heavily desired, if you are a newcomer, because I am very aware that there's so many new people entering the hobby, you know, even on my Discord channel, I see so many newcomers asking questions. Feel free to join up there as well if you want. The invite link is in the description, though I can see so many people coming into the hobby, and Evolving Skies is kind of the whole reason why Prismatic Evolutions has this demand, and it kind of makes you wonder if Evolving Skies never released, I don't think Prismatic Evolutions would be getting this kind of wild demand in any way, shape, or form. I think it would have been calmed down a little bit, right? But nonetheless, right, Evolving Skies was an Evolution themed set that contained a lot of EV Pokemon. It didn't contain all the Evolutions, but it contained, you know, Umbreon, Sylveon, Leafeon, and Glaceon. And it was a really, really good set. Very, very expensive set. And right now, the prices of Evolving Skies are just wild. It is such an expensive booster box. Came out in 2021. I think a lot of people are just kind of applying the same rationale for Prismatic Evolutions. And I think when everyone saw what happened with Evolving Skies, I think everyone who collected Pokemon cards, including myself, we all collectively said, the next Evolving Skies, I'm going so hard in that set, and I think that's actually playing out in real time. And, you know, I always said it, man, like in 2022, I was looking, when the next Evolving Skies comes out, I'm going to go hard in this set, man, because look, I've just missed out on everything. And I think that's such a shared collective for the Pokemon community at the moment, because they know what can happen. And it's very hard to not see Prismatic Evolutions having that same level of growth when we're looking that it's already unavailable right now before the set even releases, right? Now, there's actually a few interesting things. I'm also on eBay right now, and I can see that this is selling for 159 USD for a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. Same thing here, 4 of them for 613. I mean, one of them selling for $200. I think that's like nearly 4 times, or just under 4 times the MRSP, right? So, you know, it's getting really ugly, I think. I think when prices are like this, it's not that inviting to be in the hobby, but it also does cause an enormous amount of FOMO for a lot of people, right? Everyone's like, oh, I want this set, I want this set. But then again, do you really want to be paying like 3.5 times more for a product? You know, it really, really, I think sets should be available when they release. I understand a year later, or even 8 months or 2 years later, that they're very hard to get, but on release, I don't think they should be getting these prices. And it kind of is foreshadowing if stock cannot get reprinted enough to meet demand. It feels like we're already on Evolving Skies in the terms of what growth it's going to have, because how can it calm down? You know, it really kind of does beg that question. Is it going to just continue to rise? Though moving on to some of the singles, I've spoken so much about the Evolution singles, though I want to be covering some other ones. The first one, it's the only EV card that I want to be talking about within today's video, is the Umbreon Masterball Reverse Holo. Now, this obviously is going to be quite expensive. We can see the Japanese version is getting quite high prices at the moment, and I do believe that this will be technically the most in-demand card. It's quite rare to pull. You know, a lot of people love their Masterball Reverse Holos. First time we're getting Masterball Reverse Holos in an English set. It is quite a triumphant release, and especially this Umbreon artwork is sensational as well. It does look really good as well. So I am assuming this is going to be the most expensive card for the English set. Now, Evolutions aside, let's talk about some of the other cards within the set, because I think they're looking pretty cool, all right? So here we go. We've got the Palafin, right? Now, the Palafin is looking very unique. It's really interesting because I do think, because the Evolutions are going to be taking so much of the market value, I do think a lot of these other special illustration rares will be quite attainable. I do think that, because don't forget, a lot of people are going to be opening this product, man. So you're going to have so much of these out there in the wild. And I think collectors are just going to be like, oh, I can't afford these Evolution cards. You know what though? This Palafin's looking pretty good. I might get that in my collection, and you'll be able to score it for a pretty decent price. Really cool artwork. Another one that I'm looking at is the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. Very unique artwork as well here. The Ogerpon artworks in this set are very, very interesting. I think they did a really good job with that, and I think they're really playing on that kind of masquerade kind of vibe with the artwork. They're doing a really good job. This one's very interesting as well. I think if you pull it, you're not going to be like getting some crazy value, but it does add to the enjoyment of the set, and I think a master set of Prismatic Evolutions will look so, so good. Moving forward here as well, we can see the Heathflame Ogerpon. Really cool color choices here, man. Those blues and yellows and reds look so good on this artwork, and this is a standout as well. I'm going to be interested in the price of this card, actually. I think this one is going to be more interesting than we think in terms of the demand for it. I just think it's very unique. You know, I like unique Pokemon cards. Maybe that's just me talking, and that's because I find it a unique card, but you know, the market can respond in different ways. Though again, I will probably just say that I believe that the market will have the most demand for all the EV cards within the set. Now, we also have the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. Like I said, these Ogerpons as a set are looking pretty cool, man. And this is another one and a great example of an amazing illustration. And I think that these are better than Twilight Masquerade's Ogerpons. I think they actually did a cooler job here. The art style is much more quirky. I really like it. Though what I am also finding is the Ogerpon artworks that they're releasing in Scarlet and Violet are very abstract. They're not common artworks. Whenever you get these Ogerpons in artworks, they're really, really unique, and I like that they're doing that. They're kind of showing you what kind of Pokemon Ogerpon is, and they're giving it these quirky designs. I really like the direction they're taking with it. Another one that we're looking at is the Pecharunt. Now again, these neon and strong colors are coming to life with this Pecharunt. Again, the art style of Prismatic Evolutions is so in your face. It's really out there. Very interesting that they've taken this kind of art direction with Prismatic Evolutions. And of course, we can also see here the Dragapult. Now, this is the first special illustration rare we've got of Dragapult. Actually, it's the first kind of really any like alternate art or, you know, any kind of style of Dragapult. And I do think it is quite a bit of a disappointment. I do think Dragapult didn't get the justice for this card artwork. I think they could have done much better. But you know, with how competitive the artworks are in this, I do think that Dragapult couldn't even stand toe to toe with a lot of the cards within the set. Now, again, another one that's really interesting is the Ceruledge. Now, this artwork is so, so good, man. Though my only criticism of this artwork, it almost looks identical to the Hydreigon from Surging Sparks. So much so that they feel like they are part of a pair. Though nonetheless, this is a really, really cool artwork. I love the colors. That rainbow border works so well with the terrestrialized cards, and this Ceruledge is looking amazing. A card that I really like from 2024 is the Ceruledge illustration rare from Surging Sparks. I'm glad that we got a special illustration rare in Prismatic Evolutions. Very interesting things are going to be happening with this set. Now, Prismatic Evolutions is looking to be amazing, though the stock and price issue is a problem we're all collectively dealing with right now, and I suppose it's because we are in this bull run of Pokemon cards. However, I do feel some Prismatic Evolution singles may not be as expensive as other sets, and this is only a little bit of an intuition I have, but if we look at how Terrestrial Festival pull rates are looking, which is the Japanese equivalent of Prismatic Evolutions, then it seems hopeful that the English set may have similar pull rates. Though in saying that, both Prismatic Evolutions and Terrestrial Festival are looking to be some of the best Pokemon products to pick up, and I actually explained the best 10 Pokemon products at the moment within this video here. Right within this video that's appearing on screen, I look over the current top 10 Pokemon products and Pokemon cards. Click that video if that topic interests you, and I'll see you there.